G'day legends, how you doing? Adam here from Poseidon Racing with another Zed Run update. Now it's been about 3 months of racing since I began, and I've probably had nearly 1,000 races, a lot of racing, a lot of breeding, and I'm starting to get some more insights into the game. And this little video is something that I think everyone should be aware of, and also something that I think could be improved in the game. I'm going to tell you why I think the female Genesis horses have limited value. They're not as valuable as the males currently in this state of the game, in my opinion. Now that goes for several reasons. Now obviously the males, the females, whatever the horse, you can enter it in races and you can win races that way. Now I guess this video is, the main aim of the game is to have fun and have a lot of enjoyment racing your horses. Yes, the secondary aim is to try and not lose as much money as possible, or even break even, or maybe make a little bit of money. I think that's probably the aim of a lot of people starting off in this game. Now, the males have great value because, number one, yes, you can enter and win races. That's standard across the board with any horse, any Z level, any bloodline. Okay, you can do that with the females as well, but then the males, you can also offer them up for stud and make a little bit of income that way as well. And that's where the difference between the males and females starts. You can make a little bit of side income from stud, but it goes deeper than that. The males are even more valuable when we take a look at, let me just switch over here, when we take a look at this chart here. This is the, I guess, the bloodline chart, or the breeding chart. Okay, so as we breed, we go from Genesis, and then as we breed further down, we can go legendary, exclusive, and then elite, cross, pacer. Now, if we look at this chart, we could probably assume, like within this type of game, it's a bit of a puzzle game. So all of the pieces, all of the little clues, generally are there for a reason. So why does this bloodline taper off from Genesis all the way down to Pacer? And my best assumption is that it's to do with breeding, and it gets harder and harder to breed an upgrade horse, so an offspring that's better than its parents, as you go through this chart. Okay, so when you breed Genesis to Genesis, I'm assuming an upgrade horse comes more frequently than if you were to, say, for example, breed, a pacer with a pacer, or a pacer with a cross, or something like that. Okay, and this is also where the males have a higher value level, because, let me just run through this a little bit. Let's have a look at how this breeding chart works. If we breed a male Genesis, you can see the male is in blue text here, up the top, and the female is in the vertical axis in the red or the pink. Okay, if we breed a male Genesis with a female Genesis, we get a legendary. Okay, that's standard. No matter what you do, you cannot breed another Genesis. So when you breed Genesis to Genesis, you get a legendary. Let's just back that back. Okay, so now we have a legendary. Let's say we have a legendary male. And again, at this level, things stay relatively even. If we have a legendary male and we breed with a Genesis female, you can see we get an exclusive. Okay, and that stays relatively even. If we flip that over and we say we got our first breed was a legendary filly, and we breed with a Genesis male in the stud, we still get that exclusive bloodline, if you like. Okay, so there's no difference there yet. But when we get to this next level, now that we're down, now that we have an exclusive offspring, okay, and this is the way it's going to go, because as we breed up and upgrade and upgrade and upgrade, the best exclusives, from what I understand of the game, are going to be better than the best Genesis. Okay, and then you potentially need to keep breeding and breeding and breeding to get to the pinnacle of the game, maybe in 12 months, 2 years time, 3 years time. Who knows how long it's going to take? The longer the better. I think the harder it is to upgrade your horses, to a certain degree, there needs to be that reward that it's possible. But the harder it is, the longer the game goes on for, because you can keep having these freak horses come down the line and beat or go beyond what the current elite horses are doing. Okay, so now we're at the exclusive level, okay? Exclusive. All right, whether it be male or female. Let's say it's a male to start with. You've got a male exclusive. Well, actually, no, let's say you've got a female exclusive, because this is where the studs have higher value again than the females. And I'm going to offer up a potential solution, because I think something needs to change here to up the value of the Genesis females so that they're relevant in 2 years' time. Because as I see it currently, they're going to lose their relevance as we start breeding beyond and get the champions down the line, 5, 6, 7 generations. And that'll make sense when I explain this here. Okay, so you've got an exclusive female, okay? And you're going to breed that with, for example, let's say a Genesis male, because you want to keep the exclusive bloodline. And you can see if we do that, we get an exclusive offspring. All right, and we're assuming here that there isn't something beneficial to maintaining the bloodline and not going further down towards pacer. Okay? So to maintain that exclusive bloodline, you need to breed exclusive fillies, females, with Genesis males. And you can do that over and over again. As long as you keep getting exclusive females, you can keep breeding with Genesis males and you can maintain the exclusive bloodline, which, if this chart is there to hint at something, should be of benefit. Okay, I think it is of benefit. All right, but then let's say we've got an exclusive male and we're going to breed. Of course, we want to keep that bloodline as good as we possibly can. So we'll breed with a Genesis female. Look what happens. We get a downgrade to elite. Okay, now assuming as we get further down here that it gets harder and harder to breed champions or upgrades, then that's probably not something that you really want to do. Okay, so in which case your exclusive males might be somewhat of a roadblock, because you know that your exclusive males are going to turn into offspring that is elite. Okay, and similarly, if you have elite males and you breed them with a Genesis female, they're going to turn into crosses. Okay, because that would be that box there. All right, now assuming that as you get down these lines, that's just the assumption that there is a benefit to do with passing on the talent as we go through these bloodlines. Okay, so you can see if we go through the Genesis female, it's a downgrade the whole way. Look, from Genesis to legendary, from legendary to exclusive, exclusive elite, elite to cross. So it's not a downgrade here. Okay. There's only a small downgrade there. There's only the one box overall that is an actual downgrade to pacer. So you've got to really try hard to get to that pacer level. Okay. But it looks like you can maintain the crossbreed pretty well across the board. But I would suggest that maintaining the exclusive breed is of real benefit. Now, the solution for this, because currently, as you can probably see from what I'm explaining, is the females, you can't put them up for stud and you can't make money that way. Of course, you can do commission breeds through private message on the forum or whatnot, but you can't put them in the public stud. Every time you breed with a Genesis female, it downgrades the breed to a, well, not every time, but in the higher levels where it's important, it downgrades the breed. So there is no reason to breed with a Genesis female beyond the first section where you're breeding Genesis to get the legendary, or Genesis to legendary to get the exclusive. Once you've gone beyond that, and that's going to happen relatively quickly in the first few months of the game, essentially, you're going to have all these really great exclusive runners that you're going to want to try and upgrade, and you're going to want to try and upgrade your female exclusives using the male Genesis to maintain exclusive. So the females, once you get to that point, really drop in value, in my opinion. I really can't see a great deal of value in holding too many females currently. Now, my solution would be, and it's fairly simple, I think we need, well, I would like to see the females be a more important puzzle piece in the game. Now, I think it could happen on this legendary to legendary level right here. Okay, you can see that if we breed legendary with Genesis males, we get exclusive, okay? And legendary with Genesis females, we get exclusive. Okay, so there's no way around maintaining the legendary breed. Now, I understand why there is no way of maintaining the Genesis breed, but to me it doesn't seem there is any logic reason why you couldn't be able to potentially maintain the legendary breed. And I think this is where the females can come in. If we made it, or if the game made it, so that the Genesis females could be the important piece in the puzzle that could maintain the legendary breed, and all we need to do here is change this exclusive to legend. Legend? You get what I mean? Legend. Okay, so that when you breed with a legendary male to a Genesis female, we can maintain the legend breed. And this makes the females really important. So much so that, so much so that you're going to want 1, 2, 3, or 4 females so that you can hold your horse at legendary and keep breeding through. In fact, once you get 3 or 4 generations down, you're going to have to go and either buy another female or seek a private breed with someone else if you wish to maintain that legendary level. Now, as I said, currently, Genesis cannot be rebred. Okay, Genesis cannot be rebred, and legendary can only be bred from Genesis to Genesis combinations. But what I'm suggesting is to make the females more important. You can see as we get down to level 3 here, which is this level here, you've got the only way to maintain the exclusive breed is by using a Genesis male. And what I think might work, either that or we also make it that you can maintain the exclusive breed by breeding with a Genesis female here. So change that one to elite. But what I think would be more interesting and a different dynamic would be if you could maintain the legendary breed by breeding legendary males with Genesis females. I think that would make those females as valuable because they can't breed. You can't put them in stud and get money. And currently, every time you breed with a female, they downgrade. Whereas a male can maintain the bloodline. So to get that balance right, if we upgrade the females so that they have the power to maintain the legendary breed, then it negates some of that fact that you can't put them up for stud to a certain degree because they have that one up that the males don't have, and that makes them an important part of the entire Zed ecosystem. Whereas currently, I don't see them as terribly important at all. All right, I hope that makes sense. It's rather complex. Have a look at this chart. I'll put a link in the description so that you can go to the breeding page. Have a look at that chart. Leave me a comment in the description down below, in the comments below. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you think that solution is a good idea. Let me know if you've got any ideas of why you think the females do in fact have some value that I can't see. Thanks again for watching along. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.